A couple weeks ago, I released a video titled Why Clancy Feels Disjointed. Well, today we're gonna be trying to rearrange the album so that it makes more sonical sense and it avoids giving me that whiplash that I complained so much about in that previous release. Hey everyone, this is Tomram. This is a bit of an unscripted video I decided to make just cause I really have been meaning to figure out how this album could be more cohesive. If you hear weird thunder sounds and all that, it's because the weather is a bit iffy. Yeah, I decided to do it outside because I'm an idiot. I've been meaning to make this video since Clancy came out for like a year and a half now, because the album just feels very incohesive beginning to end. So I just really want to try seeing how we can make this work properly. And towards the end, we're also gonna go over some fan-made ones that I've received under the video I made from the comments, and we'll see if those sound any better or worse. Throughout the video, I'll be listening to the beginning and end bits of a song probably to figure out, well, whether two songs do work together one after the other. And I'll be playing those out of a speaker, so we'll be hearing that. Other than that, it's a bit more of an informal video. And guess what? If a lightning does end up striking me because of the weather, I guess I had it coming from 21 Pilots due to that drag path video I made about how you should not feel bad about pirating it. I don't support piracy. I'm just saying that if you have done that, you shouldn't feel too bad about it. So yeah, either way, as you can see, we got Clancy side A and Clancy side B, which correspond to the sides that are on the vinyl. Let me just check that I'm recording because I'm shitting bricks here. Clancy side A consists of, currently, Overcompensate, Next Semester, Backslide, Midwest Indigo, Routines in the Night, Vignette, and The Craving. Side B is the rest of the songs. I'm not gonna be listing all of them. You know what songs are on Clancy. We'll be keeping 7 and 6 probably, because we know Overcompensate and Paladin Straight are gonna be the opener and the closer of the album, and we can't have 7 songs on the same side Paladin Straight is on because it's such a long track. Shall we get into it? Because I'm also freezing to death. It's like 10 degrees out here, and I know this jacket looks cozy and all, and I know this duck looks very friendly, but these ain't keeping me warm. We have established that Overcompensate and Paladin Straight are gonna be the opener and the closer, that's for sure. I mean, Overcompensate is the clearest opener, and 21 Pilots have never really struggled with figuring out what song should open in the album. So what next? We're gonna have also this little thing on the side of the buffer, just because I need somewhere to put some of the tracks in case I don't know where they go yet. So Overcompensate is very fast-paced, it's very confident, it's very synth-based as well, so we need something that's synthy, we need something that can be related to the lore in some ways. Where's Clancy? There's Clancy. Okay. We don't really care about how the song starts, because after all, like, I mean, we know it's the first song. So the bass is very prominent. There is that piano, the cage that goes like... We need to consider that for the next song. Very fast-paced, lore-based. There is that piano which we can connect to another song, and the bass. It's difficult because a lot of songs on here don't have a piano or a keyboard. Most songs have a ukulele, and Overcompensate is one of the few that doesn't. I was kind of thinking Midwest Indigo because of the piano, but I think I'll want that after Backslide. Backslide has piano, actually. Maybe Overcompensate. I don't want it. Hear me out. This is gonna be crazy, but I think Backslide after Overcompensate might actually work out better than you think. I've covered this in a short, but the way that Backslide prioritizes low tones over mid-tones or high tones, I think Overcompensate does the same thing, but it makes the two songs kind of fit together. Combine that with the playfulness as well, because keep in mind Overcompensate has the whole that whole thing that ties well with Backslide's outro as well. So I think here, we can put Backslide after Overcompensate, there it is. And then Midwest Indigo, because those two songs together are perfect. So far, we only moved Next Semester out of the way, but now the difficult part will be to figure out where am I going. Now it's to figure out what to do after Midwest Indigo. Because I don't think the whole that thing that happens in Routines in the Night goes that badly against Midwest Indigo. It's just that the entire songs don't match. So here we have another fast-paced song following Backslide. So do we want to keep going with the whole fast, slow, or do we want to keep up the momentum? There's no ukulele here yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Hear me out, guys. I think, maybe, I think Midwest Indigo and Vignette could work. I do like Routines in the Night and Vignette though. Shit. Both songs have some playful elements, right? Oh my god, I keep opening the wrong thing, I'm gonna cry. However, there it is. This playfulness, I think, really matches what happens in Midwest Indigo. I think actually these two could work together. Sorry, there is a lot of animals going around here. I guess it means it's not gonna rain anymore. Okay, so these are the first 4 tracks. It's a bit cursed so far. Either way, after Vignette, we have 3 more songs to put in here, and I think it's either gonna be Lavish and the Craving are gonna be a nightmare to put together. We could start leading into the chaoticness that comes in with Next Semester at the risk of feeling dumb and navigating. We need Next Semester and Oldie Station close together, I think, because of the way that Oldie Station starts and the way that Next Semester ends. Maybe Routines in the Night after that. Man, it's been a long night. Nah, I don't like that, actually. Go back in the buffer. Because I don't like Backslide and Routines in the Night being too close together either. I'd prefer Snapback and Routines in the Night being the other side of the record. So in fact, I'm gonna put these already over there. Not sorted in any way yet, but at least we know that we're not gonna use those. Right here with Vignette, we have At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. Shit, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb is the only one, isn't it? No, not me, it's for a friend. You know what other song is about friends? It's also decent, I think, with Vignette and At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, because both songs are playful, right? Then there is also the introduction of the heavier, more punk-y elements to the album that comes in with At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, meaning that we can follow that up with Navigating or something. Well, okay, we'll figure that out, but I think for now we'll keep At the Risk of Feeling Dumb after Vignette. And so far we got the first 5 songs: Overcompensate, Backslide, Midwest Indigo, Vignette, and At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. So we got 2 more songs to add here. Wait, actually we might actually be onto something, actually. I'm gonna say actually a couple more times, actually, because I cannot get over it, actually. Okay, let's see how this ends. Okay, big reverby drum. So either we have something that might be from the point of view of that friend, maybe Navigating. Yeah, you know what? These 2 songs both sound like they're talking to a friend or about friends in some way. First of all, let's actually see what happens if we put these 2 songs next to each other. You know what? And I mean, okay, after this, it's Next Semester. The only thing... Actually, wait, hold on. Guys, hear me out. This is actually kind of good. Playfulness here at the start, right, with the first 4 songs. Then we're getting into the more heavy-sounding songs, with At the Risk of Feeling Dumb being a great transition point between Vignette and Navigating being the heart of the punkiness. It's probably, like, look, okay, I'm not a musician, by the way. Like, if I say punkiness and it's not actually punk, it's just kind of what it sounds like to me. If it's, like, classical music instead and I don't know about it, then, well, that's on me, I'm sorry. Next Semester, I think, is a perfect conclusion to side A, because it slows things down. God damn it, I opened Finder again. Where's Next Semester? Wait, how have I lost... Shut up! There it is. Play next. Fuck. Oh, no, what have I done? I don't work. Okay, you know what? This app sucks. God, we know that these 2 songs end together. Or sorry, what? These 2 songs can work together because, after all, it was shown in the music video for Next Semester that they fit pretty well. So yes, this works. And I think having this at the end of the side A, slowing things down a lot, I think that actually goes a long way to making it feel pretty well paced. Here comes the difficult bit, because we have the Craving and Lavish that are really difficult to put somewhere. Because Lavish could be somewhere with Vignette, technically, because of the strings, but that's all they have in common. There's nothing else. The rap, there's like... Oh man, these 3 songs in the buffer make things extremely difficult. I mean, I think I want to start off with Oldie Station here. Or not, actually. Yes, no. We can have Oldie Station and the Craving, because Oldie Station has the ukulele, but I want to see... Oh, I don't like Apple Music, alright? I do not. Okay. I think these 2 songs actually can work together. Yeah, I'm confident in these 2, actually. I like it. It's not really a strong start to side B, which is the only thing that kind of deters me from having it at the start. And the worst part is that afterwards we need to have the Craving. Or we could have Oldie Station closer to the end with Pound It Straight, actually. I think Oldie Station might actually fit better with Pound It Straight there. Oh my god, the lightning. Oh no. Okay, what the hell do we start with? Because And Lavish is so... I don't want to have the Craving and Lavish next to each other, but at the same time, they're both kind of interludes. But we're one song off for interludes. I think that if we wanted to have the Craving and Lavish next to each other, we would have it in track 7 and track 8, like in the original album. We could start with Routines in the Night. I think Routines in the Night is a decent starter for side B, actually. I'm not a fan. We need something that a lot of people will enjoy, I think, at the start of side B. It's not a rule, but I just think that's how I would want it. And after Routines in the Night, though, I feel like the only song that could realistically fit is Snapback. It also would mirror pretty well with Backslide being the second track on the side. It's just that, man, I don't know what to do with Lavish and the Craving. Let's go to Snapback real quick. Where are you, Snapback? There it is.
Welcome to the new way of living. It's just the beginning of life.
Can we just remove this song? I'll just put it between Snapback and the Craving, but you know what? Screw them. I am getting rid of Lavish. I cannot fit it in there. There's no way to fit it. Like, you cannot fit it in there. Either I have it like at the beginning of side B as an interlude, like the same place that it was at originally, aka track 8, and then have it go back into Routines in the Night, Snapback, the Craving, and Oldie Station. Okay, I mean, I'll leave it at that, I guess, because I just cannot figure anything else out. I do like Oldie Station into Paladin Straight, though. I think that one works nicely. It generally, I think, works, because they both have ukulele, right? Oh, wait, fuck. Yeah, I think this works. I think this works because, first of all, as weird as having Next Semester be the only song on side A with a very clear ukulele, having it towards the end with the way that the outro of that song works, it's just kind of a no-brainer. And Oldie Station and Paladin Straight work well together. The Craving, it's okay. I think it's a decent track to have between Snapback and Oldie Station just because I cannot think of any other place to have it. I think this might be the track list. Just Indigo being the first fresh breath of fresh air is nice. Also because I never really pointed this out, but the way that there is that sound at the beginning, that's super low tone, like whoa, that sounds like a thunder. It's really, I think Clancy is excellent when it comes to making songs recognizable in the first 2 seconds. Like, none of them sound identical in the first 2 seconds. They all have this weird quirk going on with them. Backslide starts the lyrics right away. Overcompensate has the super tense piano. Vignette has the strings. West Indigo has this weird synth. At the Risk of Feeling Dumb sounds like a clown in a circus. And Navigating has the do. Yes. Okay. I think At the Risk of Feeling Numb to Navigating is a bit iffy because At the Risk of Feeling Numb sounds very goofy towards the end, and then Navigating goes back to the like heavy sound. But I mean, look, we can't make it perfect. I think this is such a good closer for side A. And then we have Lavish as the interlude. I don't like this song. I do not like this song. I think it's actually one of the worst songs they've ever made. Yeah, I think I prefer half of Regional at best over Routines in the Night. Yeah, I prefer Forest. I prefer Slowtown. By the way, best song. It's the best song of Regional at best. Lovely, Glowing Eyes, Kitchen Sink. Look, a lot of songs are better than Routines in the Night. I just do not like Routines in the Night. Either way, sorry. I forgot about the way that Routines in the Night ends with the piano. But I'll tell you what, I think you can actually work with Snapback nicely. You know what? We good. However, I'm not confident in Snapback to the Craving. So, I think I've said that the Craving is an interlude, but thinking back to it, whenever I listen to this album, the Craving feels very desolated compared to like many other Jenna songs. I kind of don't think it's an interlude. I think Lavish is the interlude in the album. How does the Craving end again? Yeah. But yeah, Oldie Station and Paladin Straight we know works well. Oh my god. I wonder if anybody dares to put Paladin Straight anywhere but at the last spot. I want to see if anybody can actually make a list that works like that. Now we're getting to the part of the video where I want to go look at the other lists that fans have made under my video in the comments, and we shall see if things are interesting, if there's something that might actually work out better than what I came up with. First of all, 69 comments. Wow. I think I've seen, there it is. All right. So Everett Kutera 9994 says that overcompensating to vignette is a good duo to have at the beginning, and I can kind of agree with that. I think when I made a reimagination of Clancy's track list when the album came out, I think I had vignette second as well. But yes, I'm liking the way that overcompensating and vignette sound together. I don't know about having routines in the night after vignette though, because vignette really mentions that it's been a long night, and then routines in the night is about the nighttime, so those two things feel a bit out of order. At least they should not be this close together, at least. I do like backsliding to that The Risk of Feeling Dumb because of the outro the backslide has being very playful. And then The Risk of Feeling Dumb towards Lavish. Yeah, I mean, Lavish is really hard to insert anywhere. I don't think Snapback is a good side A finisher. Powder Straight and Oldie Station, we're getting there. Navigating Next Semester next to each other, they should have done that. I don't know why they didn't do that. They even teased that in the Next Semester music video. Then we got Midwest Indigo between the Craving and Navigating. Ugh. So I like the faster paced and more upbeat sound that you have after the Craving and Snapback, but I don't know, before Navigating? Yeah, I don't know, before Navigating doesn't really convince me. Also, yeah, Next Semester Oldie Station, that also works because of the ukulele, I guess. But yeah, I think the last 4 songs is actually pretty neat. I'm not really convinced about the Craving and Midwest Indigo and Routines in the Night and vignette. Those are the only things I'm iffy on. Sorry, I did not read the rest of the comment. You perfectly explained all the things that I dislike about the album. It's not cohesive at all, and it was hyped up to be a sequel to Trench when it kind of wasn't. Yeah, I agree, that's the problem, it was misadvertised. I think I would have liked the album more when it first dropped if it wasn't promoted as the sequel to Trench, or the end of the Trench storyline. Yeah, I mean, I guess they had to do that because they wanted to have a secret album, so I forgive them for that part. But when it comes to the whole sequel to Trench narrative that they had going on for the promotional material, like, yeah, that's bullshit. Anyways, here's my time to make it cohesive. If it was my choice though, I would just take Lavish off the album. That's exactly what I was saying. It's a cool song, but honestly, it would have probably fit better in Skilled and Icy. Anything that I don't think works in Breach or Clancy, I'll just push into Skilled and Icy. Raw Fear is definitely Routines in the Night, but way better. Sorry, I just had to get that, because yes, Raw Fear is an absolute banger. I'd like to recommend this arrangement. I didn't make it, but it's a huge improvement from the original. I wonder who made it. One Clancy? Is that like an unreleased track I'm missing? Oh, wow. Wait, what? Oh, it was meant to be Overcompensate. Okay, I was like, no way, you did not actually put Overcompensate in there, but no. Overcompensate, Vignette, and Routines in the Night. Backside. Routines in the Night and Vignette. Again, I don't think those two songs... I think Routines in the Night needs to come before Vignette, or at least they need to be on different ends of the record. But it does take to go at the end of the first half of the album. I think that's okay. That's alright. And then starting without the risk of feeling dumb, navigating Next Semester, that's a really strong start to the album. And then we got the Craving that goes well with the ukulele, Oldie Station, Powder Straight. You know what? I'm actually liking this a lot more compared to the previous one. Sorry, Everett Kutera 9994. But I think that ex-cavalieristic 5352 has got something better here. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty good. It's only Lavish that I'm not sure about. Again, Tina says 3521. Stop with these numbers. Like, what is this? Guys, just come on. Come up with a new username. Either way, Tina says 3521 says, so I personally like the variety, keeps me from getting bored, but you do make some very valid points. I get what you mean. The cohesive thread for me is in the themes. Yes, absolutely, with the whole addiction and relapse and all that stuff going on. But if I were to sonically rearrange them, I would maybe do this. Overcompensate Routines and Vignette. See? Tina says gets it. Routines goes before Vignette. Snapback, we got 2 number 3s here. I assume that it's meant to... Okay, yeah, we're just missing something. Snapback before Backslide is very interesting. Oh, wait. Oh. Lavish between Snapback and Backslide? Nah, I'm trying to think if there is, like, the sound any of the instruments used actually, like, does anything, but if anything, it should have been maybe Backslide, Lavish, and Snapback, because of Backslide's outro. I don't know, let's keep going. Ends with Midwest Indigo here as well. So yeah, Next Semester, Navigating, Craving, all these, and Paladin. Those are really solid, I think, because of the ukulele. Wait, no. Next Semester, Navigating. No! No, you should swap those two. You had such a perfect side B. No. Navigating needs to be before Next Semester because the ukulele goes nicely into the Cravings, and then that goes nicely into Oldie Station and all that. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I agree with this. I'm so sorry. It's just, I don't know, I don't really agree with it. Also, yeah, I also meant for Next Semester to swap with Navigating so that the ukulele would lead into the Cravings. Scratch started over. Yeah, I know, it's such a mess to even come up with a new track list for this. But yeah, okay, considering the fact that you meant to swap Next Semester and Navigating, it makes it a bit better. It's just that, man, ooh, Snapback, lavish, and backslide. That's very cursed. Okay, Oskar Og. By the way, hello Oskar. This is the lead singer for our jumpsuit cover we did at a talent show in high school. Fun fact. We're still keeping in touch. He just checks out my videos every now and then. He makes music of his own as well, so you should probably check out what he makes. There's some songs that you could say are kind of 21 Pilots like. Either way, Oskar Og says, overcompensate, backslide, navigating next semester, yes. What? Yeah, okay, never mind, he doesn't want that in the ukulele songs. Next semester, I mean, yeah, that's a bit strange, I'll be honest. I think that in this case, we should have had next semester. No. See, what do you think? Paper the Duck. I remember him saying that he liked lavish, yet he doesn't anymore, clearly. What's going on? I think Vignette at the risk of feeling dumb way to West Indigo and Snap. Okay, hold on. Patty's trade is not here, so we're having Snapback be the closer. Closer? I guess it does feel airy and trippy enough where you could have it be the closer, and it does fit decently with Midwest Indigo, I suppose. Which fits decently with At the Risk of Feeling Dumb and Vignette. You know what? I think the second half actually does work well. It's just that navigating next semester and Vignette, those don't, something about them really doesn't sit right with me. The ukulele at the end of next semester and the strings at the beginning of Vignette. Bro, come on. Where's Pound and Straight? Yeah, Routines in the Night is not in there. Good thing. Good job, Oskar. Thanks for not having Routines in the Night in that track list. But yeah, I think this is the best arrangement we could do. You guys have come up with some pretty interesting ideas. Having next semester closer to the songs that have the ukulele makes sense. I just kind of preferred having it be the conclusion to side A, to be honest. That's just because I'm personally looking at it for a listening experience through a record player. Because after all, if you're listening it through Spotify or whatever, like, you're not gonna care what the last song on side A is. But yeah, I think Clancy's a good album. It's a, what did I give it? Like 7.5 out of 10, I think. It's just that it's so all over the place. It's really all over the place. And even when trying to rearrange the songs, it just feels like it's too much all over the place either way. I think the songs as by themselves are fantastic. It's just that it doesn't really sit right with me, man. I think Reach and Even Skilled and Icy are arranged better. I mean, okay, Trench set the standard for what an album should feel like from beginning to end, I think. But yeah, this is it, guys. There is no lore episode this week. We filmed episode 2 for the most part, like we're 80% of the way there, and we filmed about 30-40% of episode 3. Episode 3 is gonna take a while to film though, because we got a total of 10 characters, I think, between Banditos, Nico, a new character, Clancy, and Torchbearer. So I think Raw Fear is coming out in about 2 weeks, and Drum Show will be coming out next month. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you for getting this far. If you've seen this, hey, if you can come up with an even better track list for Clancy, then feel free to drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, or maybe subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And if you have somebody who you think will shit on my track list, then you should share it with them and see how much we can fight in the comments between what songs should go first between next semester and navigating. But yeah, thank you for watching and take care.